Hello there, folks! Welcome to ZSR. We've got another Zelda 2 Randomizer standard tournament race for you tonight. We're gonna have a lot of fun, I think. Hey there, Trails.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, cool, perfect. Alright.
Yeah, so we have number 1 seed BuzzThunder versus number 8 seed, I am going to butcher this name repeatedly, chromataclysm?
That was absolutely correct. That's it. That's the
Hey!
name. Chromataclysm. You said it right the first time.
Because I practiced it repeatedly before we went live. to hopefully not muck it up too bad.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird name, but it's cool though. I've never met anybody with that name before. Alright, looks like that they're off. I wouldn't count Buzz out of this either. I wouldn't count Chroma out of this either. He's actually, you saw him practicing earlier on his stream. He's doing Zelda 2 any percent, which is a really difficult category to do. And
yeah, and apparently he's changed his stream layout so I need to recrop. Let me know. Okay, I see that we got, but if we get anything else, let me know, because I'm going to be looking away for a moment.
Okay, yeah, Buzz got the trophy out of what looked like the heart container cave immediately. So, and it looks like he finds both Parappa Pass and heart container cave. There's a boulder lot cave. Chromataclysm will get that trophy in probably about 30 seconds. 2 boulder lock caves, so right off Jump Street, 3 out of the 6 items found or located. Buzz found this mint chocolate chip palace 6. Ooh, he got poked right in the dick by that red eye K. Rip. I would have at least up and got my life back. But whatever. Whatevs. He finds Trophy Cave immediately. Gets bopped around by that Aikman. And Chromataclysm's still going through that, hey, we found the hammer in Trophy Cave for Buzz. And the Chromataclysm took the pass-through cave, so he's gonna miss out on that hammer, which is, I don't know if that's necessarily a rip or not. I mean, it won't get him anything over here up top unless Spectacle Rock happens to be holding something. But I don't know. So the 4th item we find is a 1-up doll, totally worthless. Buzz will probably be happy to see that though, because he needs them. Now Buzz gets the boots out of the what was that, P-bag cave or something. Yeah, exactly. He was hanging on to that 0 XP. And he gets early Death Mountain dig for Chroma. Probably gonna get on out pretty quickly. It's always good, in my opinion, to at least look at the first couple caves. Sometimes early on, I'll just make a note of it. And Chroma must not have gotten the trophy out of Heart Cave, because he just turned around and left the town of Rudo right there. So hopefully he makes it back there kind of soon. And Buzz finds a vanilla magic container. I'm gonna write a letter. To the randomizer department. Freaking magic containers ending up in magic container cave. What is going on here? This can counter BuzzThunder's in the swamp with double red diver throwing axes at him. Good God. Actually, that's a good chunk of XP though. And Chromataclysm, we're gonna get our first look at our first spell as Chromataclysm enters the town of Raru.
Okay, and I think I've got that about as well cropped as I'm reasonably gonna get, so hopefully it's looking pretty for the viewing audience. Please let us know if there's anything amiss or if the audio's wonky or whatever. I'm the one in the tech booth, so let me know.
Nothing of note. The spell is kind of a whatever kind of item or a spell. Could be required, but right now it kind of whatevs. It's not the free spell. These dudes are going to be looking for the raft. Early on, they're going to be trying to find the fairy spell. Chromataclysm finds the final spell town with the free spell in it. On the west is Buzz poked to death by a moblin. This is probably going to be the fairy spell. It almost always is, unless it isn't. Okay, it isn't. Which means that Death Mountain has the answer, unless trophy equals the fairy spell. Oh, wait a minute, there might be one more item cave that we haven't found yet. I think this might be it, the one that Buzz is in. This could be either a raft, any key, or a spell item leading a fairy. More than Buzz dies with a pee bag at his feet by an orange dyer. Feels pretty bad this early on. I know the feeling. There's nothing worse than dying in front of a pee bag at the very beginning of the game. It's like, dang, that could have been my attack too. Anybody who's ever played Zelda has had that experience before. It's definitely the worst.
Yeah, my pretty much entire Zelda 2 experience is repeatedly dying.
Yeah, that's how a lot of us start off, You play it a couple times. Buzz has to be really careful here. I think he's on his last life, and I think that's the flute. Yeah. He luckily was able to skirt out of there with the flute. So if trophy doesn't equal fairy, we have another Death Mountain seed on our hands. I got my fingers crossed.
And did Chroma pick up the trophy while I was looking away?
No, he still hasn't made it through there yet.
Okay, since that's one of the items I can't just look at their menu for.
Yeah, he got beat up in there early on and then left it behind. I saw him dying there earlier, but he must have just said, you know what, I'll come back after I get a life level or something. But from the top down, we've seen all the item caves and all the item locations, and it's not really too much going on over here. It is certainly looking like it's going to be a Death Mountain seed. Fairy spell still has Death Mountain in logic, but it also puts palaces in logic. And we also saw what happened last night when palaces came in logic when the raft was out in the open. It ended up being a working out in one of the runner's favors.
Yeah, the runners last night ended up taking quite different paths due to one of them finding one important item and the other finding the other, and it did make quite a bit of difference at the end.
Oh yeah, it turned into a 100% full clear of the seed, and anything can happen in these. Anything can happen in these seeds and these races. No 7-8. The magic word is please and thank you. Buzz is about to get his spell or whatever that crap was that wasn't fairy. Oh, life spell, I think. Is this another vanilla spell? Another vanilla location? So Chroma's gonna pick up his hammer, probably put him on the western Hyrule Terror, grabbing all these items that are free and ripe for the taking. Yeah, this is another vanilla. Man, we might need to re-roll the seed. This is not really random enough.
Sorry?
Nah, that's cool. I think it's gonna be another Death Mountain seed, so that's nice. I don't know.
Early hammer, so that does give us a few more options for placements.
Yeah, and they have early boots too, which makes Death Mountain less of a pain to dig. Because I've had to do Death Mountain, and like the rock was on the coast, but there was only one cave to get there. But if you had the boots, you could just walk right there. It'd take like 10 seconds. So I wonder if I can't. Was that the boots? Chromataclysm just grabbed something. Nah,
this is a magic container that he grabbed.
Okay. Yeah, he's about to get the boots here. And if this spell turns out to be something, I'm afraid Chromataclysm might have either forgotten about the magic or the heart container cave. I apologize.
And fire is costing 77 here.
Well, it'll go down drastically. No indication on what it is. Could be thunder. Could be reflect, which
not
isn't
shield,
gonna
jump or fairy, which is not the most
or life,
helpful
because his life didn't refill either.
Right. That too.
So it's either spell, thunder, or reflect. What is Buzz doing? He's got... Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. Okay, now I think that's everything for Buzz. I think that's all 6 items. So I think it's Death Mountain time, right? Right. Get in there.
Looks like he's made that same call.
Yeah, I mean, he could try to... I don't know, get a key somehow, but the randomizer won't expect you to do that. Look, see, there's the boulder right there on the coast. Easy to get. So I wonder if he decides to dig this whole thing out. You know, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea after last night's fiasco. But yep, looks like Hammer Cave is going to be either the any key or the raft at this point. Best case scenario, it is the medicine.
Best case for chat.
Yeah, because then they gotta turn in the medicine to get the fairy spell, and then death abuse to get through palaces. So the more death and the more suffering, the better off we'll be. But okay, it is spell. So he got Spell the Remix, Volume 2. Yeah, he'll probably have no problem with finding Hammer Cave easily. There's a whole bunch of caves right here. However, he did skip a couple on the coast. Was he listening in to chat? As soon as I said that, he turns around and goes along the coast. He's probably just figured that, you know, hey, wait a minute. This actually explodes into a massive area. Maybe I should check these couple caves real fast. Actually, it loops right around into itself, so... I don't know. Yeah. This is just a massive area of caves. So, Death and Chromataclysm right behind. And... whatchamacallit, he's missing Heart Container Cave. Doesn't get the and we know as being in the commentary booth from the top side view that, you know, that's not really hurting him not having the trophy. But right now, he's making the right play by going in here. And let's see if he sticks it out and finds Hammer Cave. Oh, that was a good dodge. Oh, he did just turn it in? I'm a dumbass. Are you serious? He picked up the trophy? Wow, that was fast. Yeah, chromataclysm is moving so fast. Even I missed that. So these two are literally in the same patch of caves. Technically neck and neck at this point, almost 15 minutes in, and they have literally all the same items.
For exploration here, it's just kind of, do you go clockwise or counterclockwise?
Yeah, exactly. And the other thing is whatchamacallit, Chromataclysm has better levels, I want to say, right? He's got 233 and Buzz has 213. I think that's what it says. Yeah, 233. So Chromataclysm's got some nicer looking levels, but Buzz has a couple minute lead advantage when it comes to coming inside of Death Mountain. And we might see some game overs in here, because it's looking pretty rough. So, an early Death Mountain dig in the dark is Buzz just steps on the wrong cave, sends him right back outside. Where are you gonna go, Buzz? Oh yeah, there must have been another connection, another Death Mountain connection he might go try. Because it is possible that Death Mountain has a separate connector. That just puts you right where Hammer Cave is. Fire is linked, and it's linked to the spell. Oh, that's a total wham sandwich for Buzz. Wow, where did Buzz get that? Okay, Chromataclysm still hasn't found Spec Rock yet. So I imagine he'll find that soon. We know and Chad knows that Hammer Cave is definitely the play right now. So if Buzz rolls out of here, see, maybe he thinks that he forgot a cave or something like that. I make mental errors like that too sometimes, where I'm like, did I find this cave, or I don't know, but or maybe he's just trying to finish off his map. Maybe getting his lives back. That might be the play. Getting his lives back. But I certainly hope he goes back into Death Mountain, because on his end, I mean, there's literally nothing. He's got the whole kit and caboodle. So Chromataclysm, same on his end as well. Yeah, because he got that trophy. But this is really interesting. This Death Mountain is proven to be kind of crappy. So I wonder if it's going to be a one-way connector into...
Did they just high-five in the same tunnel?
Possibly. I like to call it crossing swords. I think Link, two heroes crossing their swords. Interesting to see who who ends up finding this Hammer Cave first, and what they do to get there. I feel like that's what we've kind of always called it, Desi. It's always been Troll Mountain, kind of. Ooh, Chromataclysm gets an axe right in the mouth. That's the worst. And then you got those invisible worms in the dark. It just... Man, coming in here at Life 3 is not really cool. But and there we go. The game overs start rolling in. We should add a death counter on here. And BuzzThunder loops right back into the same area of caves. Yeah, exactly. He got an axe to the mouth and a worm to the butt. That's exactly what happened. And neither one of these two have downstabbed yet either. So, okay, here's a one-way cave. This could lead into a connection which leads to the area where Hammer Cave is, or this could be Hammer Cave right here. This is how bad, and this is floating platforms. We've already seen this, so this is not going to be good for Buzz.
Yeah, they're just trying to find the one tunnel that they haven't seen the other side of, right?
Basically.
In hopes that it leads to a different section of Death Mountain.
Well, yeah, exactly. But the thing is, we've seen Chroma going through this cave before, so we know it's just gonna put him right back here in the same area. And this is the worst feeling in a race because you're like, oh my god, did my opponent make the right choice first? I think there might be one or two caves that are, there's that lava cave. Looks like Chroma's in a different area right now. Yeah, this lava encounter cave is really crappy, but it's got promise to it. We haven't seen any of these style caves yet, so I've got high hopes for that cave. Yeah, see, and Buzz keeps on getting looped through these caves right back into himself. And now Chroma's in
there's a little pocket.
Yeah, see? And if Hammer Cave happens to be in one of them, then BuzzThunder's in that same pocket. And he's gonna go up. Oh! What are you gonna do, Buzz? You're getting out of there? Looks like it might have been a bad decision. I feel like this almost has to be it on Chroma's side. Excuse me. I feel as if this almost has to be it. No, but it's the triple stair room. I feel like I have good luck when I come into this cave. This is the cave that segmented Spectacle Rock out of me and Jay Cooper's race. I went through this cave and it put me right next to the Spectacle Rock that was required with the kidnapped child in it. It was this very cave here. So this looks like a new area. I don't think we've seen this one yet. And yeah, this has to be it. This last cave right here. I feel like we've seen all the other sections, right? Wow. We might be here a while, folks. I hope you bought your popcorn and your soda. Oh, wow! Buzz finds it! Get the fuck out of here. Alright, so, it was in a little segmented area with, exactly, 7. I hope Buzz remembers how to get there. He's on his last life. And I hope that this is the medicine also. That way that Buzz has to do more stuff. Yeah, this is incredible. He's got 3 more rooms with potential large enemies all through him. Okay, he's got the life spell. He should be fine. He's gonna run? Okay, I guess that was a good play. Chroma's in there too. Wow. I hope Chroma's not on his last life, because
it's been long enough looking around. Finally they found it.
Yeah, this is really exciting. And you'll see Buzz dip in and out of this cave. It deletes the first enemy underneath this low-hanging ceiling. But you still have to fight the dude in the back end. So let's see. Okay, it gets out of there. Dang, it's the raft. So Buzz is probably saying, God, What the hell? Alright, good. Chroma, we still got a race, folks. We still got a race. They are dead even. Buzz has like a 10-second head start.
Yeah, both of them probably feel a bit behind after spending so much time searching there, but it's practically close.
Yeah, absolutely. That's pretty incredible at the 24-minute mark that these two are dead even.
Did we see the raft tile earlier on their
We did.
cruising around?
We did. It's right there, free. It's pretty incredible. Oh, they were both on their last laps. I know Buzz was. I wasn't sure if. And chromataclysm is the first guy across this to sail east. And man, look at that. They're almost sync right now. This is frigging incredible. And this lag too. This lag is
so many enemies on screen.
Yeah, and spelling those lizards isn't gonna do a darn thing, because those lizards are invulnerable, or not invulnerable, but they that lag or that spell doesn't do anything. And what really creates that lag is the whatchamacallit, the scorpion dudes. And Buzz finds the desert square item. It is a 500 point P bag. Gets attack 4 off of that find. It's gonna press on through. It is unfortunate for Chroma. In this situation, he's going to definitely probably take a game over if he doesn't
made it out.
Yeah, I mean, hurry up. Take a life level, for God's sakes. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's, what did Freaker used to say? Ripperonis. Yeah. I mean, you gotta know when to hold him and when to fold him. And, unfortunate for him, he wasn't equipped for that battle quite yet. But, I don't know. And here it comes. Here it comes again. Yeah, just up an A. You're toast. Sometimes there's nothing you can do. Sometimes there's nothing you can do. I've been in weekly races and stuff where you start off and your first encounter is like 3 red Dyra, 1 on one side and 2 on the other, and you're just up an A. Like, don't even try it. Sometimes I try it, I'm not even gonna lie, but I always end up game overing. I want to be that good one of these days. But anyway, looks like BuzzThunder's find the eastern seashore of the west continent, finding all the desert squares. I don't know. Just gonna eat it right there. He still has 2 lives left. Man, that lag is incredible. Stay off the road tiles. Unless you want to catch that encounter, unfortunately. Yeah, there's spell will never do anything to those lizards, and BuzzThunder takes his first game over. Start stacking. We need a game over counter for these 2 dudes, because they're probably going to be a lot more game overs where that came from. And without shield spell, without jump, without down stab, getting through these encounters, especially in the dark, is going to be pretty terrible. Good God. Alright. So you going... Okay, Buzz's gonna go right back where he came. And, just don't get caught on that road. It's pretty incredible, because these 2, they're like playing leapfrog with each other. I think Buzz took the game over, in which, Chroma jumped ahead for like, a split second, but I think Chroma is about to take a game over right here, and Buzz finds the first item cave on the east, and there goes Chroma taking another game over. Back to the start you go.
Is the amount of damage that enemies dish out and take randomized under these flags?
It is. I think it's all set to random. I don't know if you noticed, but the blue lizard dudes were invulnerable to sword swings. Both Buzz and Chroma tried attacking them, and they got wrecked every time.
I did see the getting wrecked, but I don't have enough familiarity to be able to interpret it.
They were both trying to. They were either fighting it wrong, or fighting it wrong, which I don't think they both fought it wrong. Or it's invulnerable to sword swings. So I'm pretty sure it's invulnerable to sword swings. No, I don't know. Hopefully these guys find a heart container, the jump spell, something to help them progress along. Yeah, Buzz finds a town. What do we got? And a possible new Kasuto tile just southwest of this town. A Chroma right behind him. I mean, Chroma is right on his heels, man. This is not going to be an easy fight for Buzz. Absolutely not. Chroma is going to give him all he's got. He takes a game over, he's right back on his ass. So, I mean...
Yeah. So both of them probably a bit disappointed to only find the cross after all that.
Well, Life 3 and Life 4, the cross is kind of a blessing, and there's jump spell for Buzz. Early on, I mean, at least you can see what's killing you when you have the cross, and with Life 3 and Life 4, I mean, there's invisible eyeball modes. They take, I don't know, 2 whole hearts of damage. That's 50% of your health right off Jump Street, off of just one hit, so... having the cross this early on, not so bad, and Chroma finds the second P-Bag Cave, Risen P-Bag Cave, with Maze Island in sight. So, man, a lot of stuff going on here right now. Take the life, Buzz, jeez. You're not gonna, I don't know. If you're on the east and everything's killing...
Iron Man it, but hey, there's a heart container for Chroma.
That's a big deal.
That's a little bit of extra durability, which is probably going to be pretty helpful.
How did he lose all of his health? Did he get hit while he was picking up the life? I mean,
I believe
obviously
so. It looks like they're high-fiving again.
Yeah. He must have got hit by a lever. Yeah, that's exactly what happened, Victor Santa Fe. He picked up the heart, and as soon as he picked up the heart, and then one of those, either a lever or one of those scorpion dudes, I don't know. This race is gonna start picking up steam any second now. They're getting the jump spell, the heart, they're on Maze Island. Something's gotta give. And have either one of them gone north of the raft tile yet? I don't think so. So it could be everything else up top, so... Which is like New Casino and like the water tile. I think they found everything for the most part. No, I mean, you know what I'm saying. When they get some sort of means to enter palaces with, they get Fairy Reflecting Thunder in the glove, then this race will be over in a flash. Chroma's got a little bit of a head start in the Maze Island. See who finds the items first. Did Chroma already find one of the items?
I don't believe so. I think this is the first one he's getting.
Alright, yeah, so that medicine could be Fairy Spell. Ooh, back-to-back items. Oh, wait a minute, no, he just got screwed. But I don't know. Any little thing could just send this thing blasting. in the hyper speeds. Like when Buzz last night, when he found that raft at the 50-minute mark, he just didn't even care anymore. He was just placing gems, and I don't know. I mean, he ended up finding everything he needed, but I think he felt behind at that point because the raft was so easy that he just started just skipping items and placing gems. And here's the second item for Chroma. And it's interesting what you'll see runners do in scenarios like that. You know, when they find something that's so required but so easily accessible. And it's just a pea bag. So, I don't know. Maze Island turning out to be a bit of a bust.
Yeah. A fetch
I mean,
quest and a little XP.
Yeah, I mean, it had the medicine on it, and that could be fairy spells, so... if I were these dudes, I would probably be looking for the water tile at this point. Well, they do have the whistle. I don't know, there's not... I mean, there's... What do they have left over here? They have, 2 potential towns, Old Kasuto and New Kasuto, that they can get stuff from. And the water tile, and that's it. So, being very thorough with their Zelda 2 randomizer exploration, not leaving much left out in the open to be grabbed or had. Yeah, and what I'm kind of hoping for is, like, you know, fairy or any key just out in the open, and then glove deep in 5 or something really bad like that. Chromataclysm getting his jump spell. Probably gonna step on that forest tile just south to get that 500 point P bag right after. Should give him just enough to get, what's that, magic 4, I think. No, Buzz is looking for a second item. Oh, wait a minute. Did he not get it?
I believe he got them already.
Oh, he got the... Okay, if he got the medicine, yeah, then that's all of it. So, Buzz is good to go. And he'll likely be the first going up on the eastern side of the East Continent. Walking across that seashore right there on the right-hand side. Up top to find the last 2, brick walled, so he's gonna have to take a cave or something to get him up there. Or there's that River Devil block potentially right here. He does have the whistle. And look at Chroma. Going exactly where I thought BuzzThunder was preparing to go. I think Buzz has already been through this part. Yeah. He already got that desert tile. Oh, there's a new Kasuto. Right on the other side of that whistle.
And 6 magic today.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too difficult to find. Is he gonna take it? Oh, Buzz is gonna take it. Route divergence. This is the single screen pass-through cave with flying enemies. You can see the coconuts and the Aikman, and it looks like it put Buzz right on the other side of that. Yeah, so no harm, no foul. Buzz will be getting his reflect spell. Lickety split, and we'll be seeing what's inside of that spell tower.
Yep, Chroma picking up that reflect.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested to see what is inside of this spell tower. And there's fairy spell for Buzz, so things starting to come together pretty quickly here. I mean, it's 40 minutes in a race. I'm feeling kind of bad.
Hey, there's 6 magic containers.
Oh, and Buzz has 6 magic containers to start with, so he's not gonna have to worry about that. But I'm sure he'll go get that item in the back of town. Let's see what these these 6 magic containers. Get these guys. Yeah, Chroma is really kind of ooh, it's the glove. So fairy
There's a
reflected
three-eyed
glove.
rock on Buzz's side.
Just like that, and here's the water tile. If this is the any key, it's a heart. Well, this got pretty darn interesting. This thing just got almost. Whoa, Buzz, go back over there. You missed New Kasuto. You need that. See, no, I don't want to say like, "Hey, Buzz, you're screwed," because you just missed that one thing. Because that's what I said. I said rip Buzz yesterday, and look what happened. But
it does look like Chroma may have taken a bit of a lead.
yeah, it does look like that. He kind of squeezed in there a little bit, but Buzz is right behind. Buzz is gonna get that, get all this stuff, and he will be in the same situation as Chroma. The thing, yeah, exactly. It's gonna be like a palace rush, and who finds the kid? And is the kid or the medicine equal thunder? We already know that spell is fire, so fire is out of the question. And Buzz does have Magic 4. I didn't see how much fairy cost for Magic 4. But I imagine it might be a little bit better than Magic 3. Okay, it's 48 Magic 3, which is slightly above vanilla cost, or slightly below vanilla cost. I'm sorry, slightly below vanilla cost. And BuzzThunder up in A's, and I noticed that at Magic 4, whatchamacallit, at Magic 4...
Down stab tonight?
Yeah, it's probably what he's gonna do. Turn into medicine, get down stab, and see if he needs any more items, because right now he knows he's in go mode. But it's gonna take a few levels for that to go down a little bit. With the current magic situation that they have, they can easily cast fairy twice per life, so they're in good shape in that regard. Palace 4 and Palace 6, on the other hand, can be kind of nasty when it comes to... Did Buzz skip the spell tower item? He doesn't have 7 magic containers. I think he did. That was... I mean... That was a gamble.
The magic he picked up was somewhere else.
What's that?
I believe the containers he picked up were elsewhere.
Yeah, well no, he got the one out of Death Mountain, one that Chroma didn't find. He had 6 containers going in. There was a magic container in the spell tower. I would hope that he has jump. I mean, that would be not really the, you know, if you need thunder to beat the game with, and you're skipping spells, like that's just not a good play.
Buzz just cast jump to get into the place to get down stab, so he does have it. He did just use it, and Chroma just picked up the child here in the palace.
Oof, that could be a blessing or a curse. We're about to find out. Buzz about to turn in that medicine. We'll see if it's all for nothing, or oh, Chroma with the plays. Buzz is probably feeling exactly how how I was earlier. Like, damn, where's it at? Well, he knows it's not going to be on the west. It could be in a palace, And I believe he searched out all of the east, so it has to be in a palace at this point. Because there's literally no item locations left in the game except for inside palaces, so hopefully he doesn't get trolled too bad. Obviously he's going to be digging out more stuff than he needs to, but this is both interesting and unfortunate at the same time, you know. Because right now, Chroma, all he needs to do is beat the game. And
Well, there's a quick boss.
yeah, Buzz is going to be all over the place trying to figure out where that dang kid is. And of course, he's going to do the west before he goes over to the east. So, I don't know. Things are looking pretty good for Chroma. I'll just leave it at that. I don't know. Not really too much to talk on right now. These guys have done basically everything already. Got all the item locations. Now we just wonder how long Buzz is going to take until he gets that kid. And if chromataclysm wastes any time like digging any items out of other palaces, that could give Buzz the edge to slide back in there. If Chroma goes for boss and go the rest of these palaces, then I don't think Buzz stands a chance. If Buzz has to dig out the items, because Chroma will have all of that time, in the bucket basically. All that time saved from just going right to the boss and then leaving. Whereas Buzz will be sticking around doing a thing. Like right now, if Chroma goes right to P4, he's done, he leaves. And there's no telling how long Buzz is gonna be waiting in here for, so. And I wonder when magic costs will go down for Fairy. Will be magic 5. Well, that didn't take Buzz really too long. He found the item rather quickly, so let's see what he gets. He finds a heart container, which isn't what he wants, but he's already placed a gem. He's already got a palace out of the way, and I believe Palace 1 is one of the other palaces over here, so it might not take Buzz long at all to be able to get all this handled really fast. Now, if this is P6, it could be bad news for Buzz. And it's P3. So 1, 3, and 4 are on the west, and 2, 5, and 6 are in the east. Which is good for Buzz because he'll be able to clear these out rather quickly. I think Palace 1 and Palace 3 are the same in size, about 12 rooms or something like that. So he'll be able to place these gems pretty quickly. And on top of that too, he won't have to sail back west. After he does this, he can stay over on the east. Because that's where I believe Great Palace is on the east, isn't it?
I'm sorry, I don't remember. I know we saw it, but I couldn't.
Yeah, I don't remember either. I'm pretty sure it is. And unless Buzz has a key, I don't know what he's expecting to do here. Now he's got to take a life 5 death from this blue skeleton. Not too bad, but definitely not too good either. All right. Get some magic back. Chromataclysm places his first gem right behind Buzz, really. Gonna get his life 5 and get on out of there. And and here it is. Here is go mode for Chroma. Now let's see what he does with it. He's kind of a newer runner. I don't think he's gonna need stuff. Yeah, like Buzz is getting all the heart containers in the game, and it'd be interesting to see if Chroma decides to dig out some items, hoping for more magic containers and more heart containers, and possibly an any key. Where I know where Buzz stands right now, Buzz can just beat the game as is. So this would be kind of interesting to see what happens here. How they, how this thing unfolds. I definitely have to say that out of these two, Buzz is definitely the most experienced of the two. Chroma just started playing, and Buzz has been playing ever since the randomizer was created. So, Chroma does have a lot of vanilla experience, and that's where that really smooth combat comes in. I don't know. He's no stranger to Zelda 2, but he's kind of pretty new to the randomizer. Matter of fact, he kind of joined the tournament, and we were kind of like, huh, who's this Chroma dude? But you know, he's got some times on the leaderboard, and he's obviously got some really smooth combat. So yeah, and he's ready to go. There's GP. So that's the thing. Like, routing is going to work out well for Buzz, because when he's done wiping out these palaces, he can just sail east and do 2 and turn in the the kidnapped child and never have to go west ever again.
But he does still have to find that child.
Yeah, but I mean, if your choices are Palace 2, Palace 5, and Palace 6, I think 2 is the easiest choice. That's I don't know. If I have the choice between digging P2 and P5, I'm probably gonna go out of my way to go find 2, even if I can, you know, remember I saw it, but I gotta dig it out somewhere. Like, I'd probably still go out of my way for it. That's because
I don't know much,
P5
but I know P5 is one that nobody likes.
Yeah, it's really long. It's pretty bad, and a lot of the time you dig out the item. You spend 10 or 15 minutes in there, and you know, you find like a pea bag or a heart container. That is the worst feeling. That's happened to me I don't know how many times. That's why I try to not dig 5 as much, unless I really think it's in there or something, whatever it is. But in this case, I think it's pretty easy decision for Buzz to make. He's already seen 2. He knows it's in the Three-Eyed Rock, but most importantly, his routing, though. When he's done doing this, he'll be able to go east and never have to come back west. And Chroma, like, for example, if he finds the item rebo, does he fight it? I mean, that's 30-40 seconds right there. You know, Buzz will probably likely turn around once he sees that room, you know, so...
And the familiarity with the logic of the randomizer is definitely something that Buzz has in his favor.
Yeah, absolutely. And being able to beat the game with not many resources, but Buzz also has in his favor too. Like, you know, I'm more on the damn, he's gonna eat that gem over 12 XP. I feel like if the first person in GP is usually going to be the guy who wins most of the time, because they'll have more exploration, you know. So the guy coming in behind him is going to have to do everything else that the person that has already been in there has done. Unless it's like a really bad one, then it's really difficult to navigate around. I've definitely been the first in GP and lost before, but you're absolutely right. He's just got the overall experience, but chromataclysm looking pretty good for coming in here for the big upset. And this is the pass-through rebo. Behind this will either be a drop, or whatchamacallit, it'll either be the drop, the boss, or the item. I don't know if I think he might have already seen the drop, actually. So this should probably be boss or item. Oh yeah, I mean, you gotta figure, you got what you need, just do what you can, you know. Both the things that these guys are doing right now are both good plays. I mean, for the situation Buzz is in, this works out the best for him. It's a little unfortunate, it'll slow Chroma down not having the down stab, but, you know, he's right here, wants to play some gems, you know. I don't know. I kind of do the same thing. If I'm next to a palace, I'm just going to do it whether I have down stab or not. Down stab's not even really required until possibly GP. And man, Chroma was only short like 2 MP to be able to cast a fairy spell. He had like, I don't know, 35 or 36 MP or something. 40 magic points is about 2.5 bars. So... And wow, just like that, Buzz is placing his 3rd gem. So, if you know what I'm saying, he'll be ready to go east and never come back west, because that's everything for Buzz. And this is what I'm talking about. He's grabbing the item out of here, which could be the any key, you know? Could be a heart container. Actually, it can't be a heart container. Buzz found all the heart containers. Jesus, look at the life gap between these two. Buzz has got three more hearts than this guy. So I think by that elimination, it's either candle or, oh man, it's the absolute worst item it could have possibly been. But when Buzz sees this room, he's definitely going to turn around and definitely not fight that guy. And look at that, Buzz finds the any key.
There it is.
So, no more death abuse. Buzz can just kind of go do the whole the whole east in, you know, a flash. It's not going to take him long to find that kid. Yeah, P6 is a mess if you only have 5 hearts and no down stab. But Buzz has, you know, 1,000 HP, the any key. But look, he's going in somewhere. This might be 5. If this turns out, I think this might be 6 actually. But if this turned out to be, no, this is 5. If Buzz goes through here and digs out the magic container, then he's gonna be in trouble. Let's see, what items could it be? It could be a 1-up, a P-bag, or a magic container, I believe. Because we're still missing 1 magic container. But if Buzz leaves the item behind here, yeah, I didn't notice that he had it. I mean, it makes sense now. Of course he doesn't have it. He hasn't been back west yet. Since he got the fairy spell, but
he does have up stab.
Yeah, it's because he's
that's worth.
It's because he picked up that kidnapped child. Ooh, don't jump in the lava. Yeah, this is such a sketchy room. But he must be closing in on the boss right now. But Buzz having that any key is gonna make him blast through these palaces really quickly. And I think this is a
Not
loop.
having to fuss about with fairy every locked door.
Yeah, exactly. Not having the death abuse anymore. He's still making the decision to dig out P5, and he's probably gonna feel pretty bad once he finds out that, you know, it's just a pee bag, or or whatever. I think actually it has to be a magic container at this point. We've seen the items out of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6, so it has to be a magic container in Palace 5, and that would be effectively between both runners 100% of the game. This P6 is really beat. Chroma's got himself in a real crappy P6. I don't know. I have to give the advantage to Buzz Point, even though that he doesn't have the kidnapped child, just because you know, even if he spends 5 minutes in Palace 5 looking for the item, I don't think that's gonna be enough time for Chroma to catch up. Let's say he digs out Palace 5 and Palace 6. I still don't think it's going to be enough time for Chroma to, unless Chroma like really speedruns these palaces on the west, goes right to Karak fight, and then just, you know, places the gem and then gets out of there, and just that's how he does all of it. Because he spent a lot of time in this Palace 6, and what we got right here on Buzz's side, he's already found the item in P5, so a little bit of a time loss here, but not too much.
And there's the final magic container.
Yeah, man. This Palace 6 is really giving Chroma the run for the money. Really unfortunate to see something unfold like this, but you know, welcome to Z2 Randomizer. But it should only take, I don't know, a couple seconds for Chroma to do the thing on the west. I mean, if he knows, just go for the items and get, or go for the boss and get out of there. I'm sure at this point there he probably would really want a magic, or like a heart, another heart, or another magic container or something.
Seems to be finding himself in a loop.
Oh yeah. Well, he took that fairy drop. I'm not sure if he's found this Chroma Bridge room. He probably has already. Is the answer go left in the Canadian drop hole? Yeah, this is definitely a loop. He was just in here. And he's soft locked. Man, this P6 is brutal. So, and I mean, Buzz's gonna have any keys, so every door he goes through, he's gonna know. Well, first of all, it's not gonna cost him any magic, but it's gonna remove the door. So he's gonna know, hey, I've been here already, so go a different path. I don't know. The one thing I can say about the randomizer is that it will never drop you into a situation that you cannot get out of. So at the very least, it will either drop you into a loop that'll allow you a way out of it, or it will drop you into the area where the boss is. That's why a lot of the times you guys will see me go in Palace 4 and jump to the bottom of the drop pit, because the boss almost has to be down there. Matter of fact, I did that in my race earlier. Yeah, this definitely looks like a new area for Chroma, and this P6 is just the worst. He's gonna need a fairy cast to get through this room. I don't know if he can't even cast fairy right now. You gotta find something to die to, dude. And meanwhile, Buzz is placing his fourth gem. See what I mean? It worked out on a routing perspective, but also the fact that 1, 3, and 4 were on the west really kind of helped Buzz out too, because they're really fast digs. And he was able to net the any key during all that, so I don't know. He's having a really nasty Goomba fight though.
Looking like a beefy Goomba today.
Yeah, there he goes. Get in there. Get some of those. Get some of those down stabs up in there.
There we go. And Chroma finding Barba finally. Sorry, I'm an Ocarina player, so I called the dragon the wrong dragon name.
Volvagia or whatever.
Yeah, Volvagia.
Volvagia. But you could see Chroma's combat against this Barba is pretty sick. He's getting a lot of doubles in there. He just unfortunately got turned around in P6. And I mean literally, and I mean you can look at Buzz's tracker, you can look at his screen. He's got 2 items left in the game. He's got the red candle and he's got the kidnapped child. He also didn't get the spell tower, which is a little confusing to me. He'll probably end up getting that. Because he's probably feeling pretty crazy right about now. I wonder if that's weighing in on his conscience right now. Like, damn, it could have been in the spell tower this whole time.
Something to keep in mind for when we get to interview at the end.
Yeah. I don't know if Buzz will be trying to join or not. Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. He'll definitely Ewok dance party it up.
The 2 of them just high-fived on the path again.
Oh, yeah.
Chroma on his way into 5.
Yeah, Light... See, I don't know... The only reason I'm saying that Light invented this strat is because he's the first person I saw that fight Barbo like that. Like jumping up without the jump spell and getting almost like... I called it the horizontal jackhammer. Because it's almost kind of like it is. Per cycle you get 12 hits. That's pretty incredible. So, looks like Buzz is heading right towards Palace 2.
So assuming he keeps looking, gonna find that child soon.
Oh yeah. And that's another thing about these spell hints being turned off. You could be looking everywhere for that. Whatchamacallit? For the spell, because literally a spell item could be anywhere. You know.
Chroma falling back on that all keys knowledge to go grab that key and not have to deal with 1 extra cast of fairy.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, jump is probably significantly cheaper. Does he have jump right now? I don't know.
He's got every spell, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, if you gotta jump up onto a platform in order to get a key, then jump's gonna cost you 10 MP or something, and fairy is still costing 40 at Magic 4. This is... Man, what happened here? I mean, Buzz up and 8 to go get...
stuck in 6.
Yeah, I mean, Buzz up and 8 to go get downstab and turn in the medicine, and just hurried up and did 1, 3, and 4 in like 5 minutes. That's really what happened. So he was able to narrow down the item location and net the any key in the process, whereas Chroma's been relying on death abusing. That's kind of like what I was worried about earlier. My race with Jay Cooper, the any key, thank God, was deep in 6 because, you know, it took me, 40 minutes to be able to grind down to like a magic 6 to be able to even cast Fairy. Man, Chroma just hit Eco Key, which is pretty impressive. I think, was that off of a Moa? Yeah. I mean, that goes to show you, he's no joke, you know? But he just unfortunately took the wrong path. It's never good to do P6 without like a really cheap fairy spell or the any key, or if you can cast fairy 3 times per bar, you're pretty safe in P6. But other than that, you're gonna be. There are so many key doors. There's almost a key door in every single room in P6. Give or take a couple rooms that don't have them, but the majority of rooms in P6 have key doors in them, and there's a lot of copies of rooms that are like the same and have key doors. So it's just, there's a reason why the game gives you the any key before you go into P6, and that's exactly why. A 7-8 time. Did he hit the eco off of a Moa, or did he hit it off of the bubble? I caught it out of the corner of my eye. I was looking over at Buzz for a second, and then I saw him get boosted up onto a platform.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that strat. That's new to me, but that looked swag.
Okay. Yeah, I've done that before. I mean, it's kind of a strat you use in 100% all keys. It saves you 12 seconds in Palace 5, but the setup in all keys is pretty easy. It's already, the enemy is laid up there, you do a couple stab buffers, and then you do the jump, and it's set up really easily for you. But yeah, I've done it in a rando race with off of a Moa before, and that's the worst. So Chroma just going for boss, which is the play here. Fighting this guy without down stab is the worst. And Buzz spending a really long time in P2. I think didn't Chroma find the boss before he found the item in P2? I want to say boss might be, no, wait a minute. Okay, Buzz finally finds Helmet Head after being in P2 for 15 minutes. But yeah, once he finds 6, does that really quickly. He'll have the any key, so he'll be able to blow right through it. He'll be right next to GP. Yeah, and I mean, with P1, P4, and P3 on the west, it'll, at the very least, it'll get you some higher levels. Buzz has got, like, the only item that Buzz doesn't have is the item out of P6. But,
and I don't think he's gonna go looking for it.
Nah, absolutely not. He's gonna get that down, or that up stab though. Not a bad play. Upstab helps you fight some of those bird dudes up in there, and helps you break through some of his blocks. This Skooma fight should be coming to a close. Yep. So that's gem number 3 down for Chroma.
Wow, thank you for grabbing that clip for us.
It took 40 minutes to be able to do magic seconds to cast her. Yeah, he did it off the MOA. That's because that was the vanilla setup. How the or no, not the MOA, the skull bubble. See that skull bubble going in that pattern. Bouncing right there is you set it up in a way to where the bubble bounces off not far away from that key, and then you jump up along the wall and tap left, and you smack the bubble, and you get boosted up onto the platform. It's a lot easier than it looks. It looks like it's like, you know, oh yeah, I mean, to pull off in a race setting like this first try, I mean, yeah, it's really impressive. But I remember when I first started speedrunning Zelda 2 Vanilla, I was like, F that, I'll never do that strat. That strat looks so tough. And then when I practiced it a couple times, I was like, wait a minute, that's not really that bad, you know? Yeah, and I mean, getting trolled by the MOA, I've had that happen to me before. Or if there's a fast skull bubble on the bottom, that could mess you up too. Is Buzz gonna get sub 90 on this garbage? I don't know. Depends on how well he does in this Palace 6. If Palace 6 gives him a time like it did for Chroma, probably not.
Yeah, Chroma had quite a difficult time getting to the boss, but Buzz does have that magic key to make exploration a little smoother.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, in Chroma's defense, you know, he's a vanilla player. And you don't see a lot of these rooms in vanilla, like, at all. Unless, you know, he happens to know every single map of every single palace and happens to know how they all interconnect, but...
Oh, but knowing how they interconnect doesn't matter because non-Euclidean geometry.
Yeah, exactly. So, just knowing how many drop rooms you've seen, hey, have I seen this one before? Okay, well then, obviously it wants me to go left, is kind of a big deal. What is he gonna find in here? What is this, P4? He's not gonna get the any key, because that's in P1. Oh, this is a heart. It has to be. This has to be one of the 10,000 hearts that Buzz found already. Oh, it was P3. Okay. Well, P4 probably has a heart too. I knew P1 had the any key. Yeah, fairy, death abusing to be able to cast fairy is definitely, like, shitty. I don't know how else to put it. And you actually wanted to go left in the Canadian drop hole room right there. And it's gonna loop him back around, so... Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, it's gonna loop him back around to a drop that's gonna take him all the way back to the beginning of the game. Or the palace. But... I don't know, Chroma's skipping 2 keys right underneath of him. Just walked right above.
Stab.
Oh, he still doesn't have down stab. Dang. But he's right next to Mito, though. I don't know.
And not picking it up, definitely not working in his favor right now.
Yeah, I mean, you can bounce over these dudes. I try to avoid, like, if down stab is a big inconvenience to get, then I try to avoid it, but if I'm around where down stab is, I may as well get it. It'll speed me up. It'll allow me to go a little bit quicker. Buzz is about to find the item. I believe this is the same area that Chroma was in earlier. Yup. He's gonna find this. He's gonna get all excited. He's gonna find the item on the other side, and he's gonna get all sad. So yeah, um, man, if I have any advice for Chroma, it's maybe leave P6 for last. There should be a command, exclamation point brackets maybe? I can try to dig it up out of Discord for you.
Or I can just look in the chat dashboard and see if I can see where it is. We're looking for a link to the challenge?
Yeah, the brackets. Whatchamacallit, I thought they said that there was a command for it earlier. I know I gotta fight Amazing Toaster next. I got the winner of White and Amazing Toaster, right? I think so.
Not sure if this'll have it or not. Not sure where that links to.
Oh, that might be the schedule. Oh no, that's the Max Rando tournament doc.
Trez! Or Alan, actually. Like, I can update it if y'all get me the proper link.
Let me see if I can find it in the Discord. Let me see.
It says standard tournament.
Oh well, it might have a link in the bottom, but it was a tourney doc. It wasn't.
Yeah, no, that's Max Rando.
Let me see. Here's Form Hub. Yeah, I see nothing but the tourney doc here. Hold on. Let me
ribbon act down for Chroma.
Here, let me go ahead and just pull it up. It's at Z2R .challenge.com. Alright, we're in here. Let me see. Here's the link. Alright, so Buzz is getting big time trolled over here. He's gotta know it's to the left of the Canadian drop hole now, or he will soon. Meanwhile, this race might be much closer than we thought. Because Chroma's placing his 5th gem right now. And all he's gotta do is, helmet or horse head. He might be in GP before Buzz is. I don't know. Buzz is right next to GP. Man, wouldn't that be something? Man, this race just got really interesting really quickly. It went from, oh man, Chroma only has 2 gems placed and Buzz has almost all 6. Now, well, I think Buzz just found the right way. So Chroma needs to hurry up and get his butt into 1 and hurry the F up and get his butt into GP really quickly. Wow. Yeah. Okay, he's gonna... Yeah, Buzz is gonna have a massive lead going in the GP right now. That failed jackhammer. Someone should definitely clip that. Failed jackhammer attempt. Post it in the Discord.
Chroma finally grabbing down stab.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's,
124.11.
I don't think it's gonna help him right now, honestly. Because here's old BuzzThunder flying. Chroma is right on his heels though. If Horsehead is one room in and BuzzThunder gets lost going to GP. I mean, P1 is a short palace. Alright, I'm gonna look at the curtain times. It is definitely not a blowout. It seemed like it 5 minutes ago when, Chroma only had 2 gems placed, but, he placed 3 gems in the past, 1 minute, so. Yeah, if you saw the one that I did earlier, and the one that was done a little bit earlier than me, 25-27 curtain goes up for BuzzThunder. 125-27. Or 125-26.
That's what it looked like to the viewing audience, since I'm seeing exactly what they see.
Okay. So yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's possible to see here's Thunderbird. I mean, it's possible.
That's a short GP, at least to Thunderbird.
Yeah, I mean, Darkwing could be anywhere, but Darkwing could also be 2 rooms over from here. I've seen it happen all sorts of ways, so it'd be interesting to see how Chroma approaches this GP. Hopefully he's in there while BuzzThunder's in here. Got the pendulum pattern a little messed up there. There he goes, he's got it back on track now.
Either way, an impressively close match that we've been watching. So much high-fiving, so many trades of the lead.
The first 30 minutes,
right on
they
each
were
other's heels. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then Buzz up B to go back west, and Chroma stayed in Palace 6. But there were points where Chroma was absolutely in the lead. There's always that route divergence, and where one guy does the right thing and one guy does the wrong thing. And I found Nukasudo really late in the race earlier, and I thought for sure I was the guy who did the wrong thing. But anyway, Chroma's heading into GP, so it's gonna be looking like it probably about a 3-ish minute lead. Not even. Like a 2.5 minute lead.
Two minutes 23 seconds difference between their entrances.
Yeah, this is pretty interesting. And I don't know if there was any sort of different path divergence along the way. Like if Buzz skipped an elevator to go a different direction. But whatchamacallit? But if Kuruma decides to go up rather than down, or left rather than right, it could be the deciding factor in a race like this. Well, I think they both have upstab.
Mm-hmm. I'm 90% sure they do.
Okay, Buzz is finding more safeties.
Yeah, I mean, while you're in GP, grabbing that one up that's right in front of you seems like a prudent thing to do.
I mean, that's 5 seconds.
Yeah, but the time lost if you don't grab it and you need it could be, not great.
Yeah, no, I almost game overed earlier. That was a really nice fight by Chroma. GG. That fight was smooth. It's got that same don't use jump, just kind of get the pendulum set up and get 2 or 3 whacks on each cycle. And he's going. Oh, I thought he was going to take the up elevator immediately. That would have been interesting. Is he forced there anyway? Yeah, if Buzz would have went right and he would have went up, and it's the thing. GP is the same size. It's a little bit bigger than P5. Well, this oh well, Buzz has 4 lives, so that game is whatever. But
yeah, we definitely still have a race on our hands.
Buzz didn't look right.
He first.
Buzz went immediately down the Eon drop without looking right, I think. That could be... I've walked across that bridge before and seen Dark Link on the other side. I mean, there's a high probability that Dark Link is down here, but you know, it could also loop him back to, you know, the beginning. Either way, this is I'm glad I stayed up to do commentary for this one. This has been... BuzzThunder never disappoints when it comes to races and stuff.
Yeah, this one definitely would have been a shame to not show off with how interesting a race this has been.
Yeah, and I mean, it's so close. What does Chroma do? Okay. I don't think Buzz went right here. Oh my god, cast a fairy spell. I don't know. This is probably gonna be a dead end or a Dark Link right here for Buzz. I swear he didn't look right here. Oh. Well,
There's Dark Link.
Yeah, there's Dark Link. Man. Wow. What a massive, like, comeback. I mean, I don't even want to say it's a comeback. Those palaces were always short, and it just looked like a lot on paper because, you know, Buzz has got, you know, 4 palaces finished over Chroma, but when he went over there, he didn't mess around. He placed all 3 of those gems really fast, and it turned out to only be a 1-minute difference. Good God, what a race! Yeah, definitely GG's to Buzz, man. I think he's getting ready to nub it up, as usual.
And of course I didn't get the pause in before he goes off to something else. Oh, and Chroma taking a game over there.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but, you know, that's how GP is, man. I wonder if that Man, if you went right on the other side of Eon, there was that elevator room, the same looking one that Buzz went down the stairs. Or he came down the elevator and went right, and there was
Hopefully
Dark Link.
Disney
I
doesn't
wonder.
try and content ID this match.
Oh, I mean, I don't see why they would. I mean, it's not the music, it's not the audio. So I don't know. Can they do that? Can they like scan video and be like, wait a minute, this has a clip? I know they do that with audio.
Yes. But we'll
That's
see.
That's so petty. You know. But gee,
Generally, if something gets claimed on ZSR, they just slap ads on it and take the money themselves. So if you watch this on YouTube, you might be helping pay Disney. I don't know.
man,
Just waiting to see if he goes back to Zelda to close it out or not.
no, I mean you could probably go ahead and close it out. I mean, unless
I
you
don't
want to watch
pause it on Star Wars if I can help it.
Oh yeah. Well, it does have his splits on the bottom,
Not on
right?
there we go.
Okay. Yeah, that might become the thumbnail.
GG's,
Hey.
Buzz.
Yeah, what's up, Buzz? GG, dude.
Thank you very much, both of you. Thank you.
Man, that was a hell of a race, dude.
This
You
sure
were,
was a race.
Dude, like you were straight hosing. He had one palace to year 4, and because he got stuck in P6 for a while. But when he got back to the west, he was entering GP just 1 minute after you. I'm sorry, 2 minutes and some change.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
220.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Caught up?
Yeah, I mean, because the palaces on the west he was the first to have Thunder and be in full dig shake, but he was beating his head against the wall in P6, relying on Fairy to get through doors, and game overing and getting lost and all that stuff. But man, the way he came back, like really at the end, I was like, man, Buzz gonna have a massive advantage going into GP. He's gonna have, and then we're looking at the timer, and it's like, good God, he's already like entering GP right now. Damn, he did that kind of fast. I mean, I guess if you don't have any items to really grab, but you played your ass off, man. GG.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like I did everything decently. It's just, I had to do everything in the world, so... It took
Yeah. That's a
The
pretty
first
good
30
time.
minutes or so, you both were chasing each other's heels, trying to find the raft in Death Mountain. That was pretty crazy to watch.
Yeah, dude, like you both were neck and neck. Like I think you found the raft within like 20 seconds of each other. I swear to God, you found it first, but he found Hammer Cave rather quickly right behind you, and he never got the other magic. He didn't get the Spec Rock, which is free
You
at
guys
the
were
top.
both in the cave at the same time to dig it out.
Yeah.
That's good, though, because I felt like that was going to be the whole match, because, I mean, maybe because I decided to go into 5 to get the item, but, I don't really think that slowed me down too much, because there wasn't really a whole lot, of 5 that I did extra to get that item.
Yeah, you found it really quickly.
Well, it was like the first left turn, if you went down the elevator.
Oh, really?
Chroma wrecking Dark Link now.
Oh,
GG.
GG. Is he in chat? Hey, GG, Chroma.
Thanks. GG Buzz.
Man.
Yeah, good game.
Man, you wouldn't believe how close it was towards the end. It looked like Buzz had a massive advantage because he spent a lot of time in P6 having a Death Beast and do all that. And Buzz had probably, I want to say, like a 3 or 4 gem lead, but he hadn't found the kid yet. So he had to dig all the palaces on the west, which really didn't take him that long. But he ended up digging P5 as well. But you had everything that you needed. You had everything you need to beat the game. the thunder spell, the glove, everything. But you didn't have down stab, and
That was
and
kind of a pain.
you were relying on well, I think it was at Magic 4. I think it was 40 magic point fairy, so you're only able to cast it 2 times per life, and I think it's 50 normally in vanilla, isn't it? At Magic 4 fairy.
I don't remember.
Yeah, but anyway, I mean, with only 5 or 6 jars, you can only cast it twice. As soon as Buzz got the medicine out of wherever the hell that shit was, I can't remember. He up and ate and went back to the west. He got the fairy spell. That's what it was. He got the fairy spell. He cleared out New Kasuto and Old Kasuto, and he up and ate, went back west to turn in the medicine because it was a 50-50 at that point. It was either the medicine or the kid. And when you stayed back around and you were in P2 and you found the kid, I was like, well, man, this just got really interesting because, God knows when Buzz is going to find that. It turned out to be Thunder, and then, he proceeded to do the West, and then, the palaces over there were pretty quick, but I don't know, that P6 really kind of fucked you up, man, at the end.
Yeah,
Because
it did. It really did. I totally forgot about the room where you go left. I felt like I had seen everything and was wondering why the hell I hadn't, found Barba yet. I just forgot that one room.
Yeah, man, it's crazy, but despite all of that, you still entered GP right behind Buzz. I think it was 2 minutes and some change.
About 2 minutes and 20 seconds or so. It was very close.
Yeah, which is pretty incredible because, let's see, you had P2 finished, and I think he had P1, 4, and 3 finished. And, what was on the West? It was 1, 4, and 3? Yeah, it was 1, 4, and 3.
Right. Mm-hmm.
He had 1, 4, and 3 finished, and he was digging the item out of Palace 5, and he'd placed the gem in P5. So you had P2 finished, and you had already been in Palace 6 for 10 or 15 minutes. And
It's a long time.
yeah, it was a long time. But you came back from that that deficit. You made up a lot of time back when you went west. I guess you just took care of business and placed those gems real quick, And at one point, for a second, because Buzz was running around in circles a little bit in P6, it actually looked like you were gonna, because I forgot that you needed to get down stab and all that stuff, but you were finishing, I think, either P4 or P3, and you were heading to P1. P1 was your last gem, and I looked at the tracker, and I'm like, holy shit, he could potentially enter GP before BuzzThunder at this point. But if you want to know where the any key was, it was in P1. Buzz ended up,
really?
yeah, it was in P1.
Early. Dang,
Yeah.
that would have helped.
Well, P1 was the last palace that he did on the west.
Oh, okay.
He did 4, 3, and then he did 1 before he sailed east. But yeah, I mean, he found it, but at that point, I mean, he had 6 and 5 and 2 left to do, and he did 5 first, dug the item out. The item wasn't too difficult to find in 5, he said. It looked like he only spent a second in there, but GG, man. I mean, you put up a hell of a fight despite the struggles P6 gave you. You hung in there. It wasn't like
And there were definitely times when you appeared to have the lead.
Several
It kept swinging
times.
back and forth throughout the race. There were times where both of you had an advantage, but nobody was ever way in the lead in any sort of sense. The first 30-35 minutes, you two were just nipping at each other's heels, digging through Death Mountain, and you found the raft within moments of each other. It was 10-15 seconds apart.
Yeah, he was entering the hammer room as you were entering the room with the elevator. It's got the 3 Megmats and the orange Dyra and vanilla.
Yeah.
You with the elevator.
Second room there.
Yeah, the second room. You were entering that room as he was entering the room with the hammer shrine, so that's how close it was.
Dang.
Finding the raft. So yeah, you guys were basically neck and neck the whole time, and then
That's about the point where your routes diverged, whereas Buzz stayed on west and you went east.
I stuck with the east, yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, well after that, you both went over to the east, found all the things, got the fairy spell and stuff, and that's when you blew the horn and went into 2, and then Buzz up and 8 and went back to the west and started doing the palaces over there. Which, I don't know. Both are, reasonable plays. The play that you did netted you the kid. Netted you the kid, which, gave you the information that, you didn't really need anything else to beat the game with. That you were, in go mode at that point. But him upping and A-ing allowed him to place a lot of gems, find every heart in the game, and yeah, it was pretty ridiculous. He had all he had 6 or 7 magic containers, and he had all 8 hearts, all of the spells. but it ended up it helped him gain a few extra levels quicker, and helped him
really struggled with levels.
Yeah, and I don't know, just downstab can be really helpful at times, especially with 5 and 6. And there's I don't know, I go on the P6 if I can cast Fairy twice, but that was just a pretty nasty one. And it turned out really not to be that bad if you knew the right way. But anything past that elevator room with that left on the side there was just one great big loop. And it was just pretty nasty.
Yeah, not my favorite. Not my favorite P6 there.
Yeah, P6 can be the worst.
Could have been pretty interesting, I think. I figured at that point I had made enough mistakes that I was going to take some risks. And
did you find Dark Link to the right of the Eon Drop, or did you take the Eon Drop?
So I took the Eon Drop, and then I game overed shortly after, because I didn't up and A when I went into GP. I was at attack 5, and I wanted to get up to attack 6. So I was kind of working from behind. So I got a game over after Eon Drop, and then after that I went right and found Dark Link. But
how many rooms to the right was Dark Link?
I think it was so you go one room to the right was an additional dead end, and then you had to go up and then right. And it was like 2 rooms after that or something like that.
Man, would you believe it?
Really close.
Would you believe it if I told you if you didn't game over, there was a possibility that you could have stole this from Buzz?
Because I absolutely believe it.
Because he took the Eon Drop without going right.
Yeah.
He just jumped right into it. So.
Yeah, I think it could have been. Well, it was close. I think that's what it is. It was close.
Yeah.
And, yes. Sometimes it goes your way. Sometimes it doesn't.
And
that's
what
Randomizer.
Was that swag trick we got shown off earlier, Trails?
Oh, Eco Key, yeah.
Yeah, the Eco Key. Yeah, the bubble was set up in the vanilla pattern. I didn't even know what was
happening. I was like, is that a glitch? What?
I've been waiting to do that in Randomizer, because just, I kind of swore that if I found myself in that position where I'm not going to be able to cast Fairy, I'm going to set it up like it's vanilla, and if I happen to get the right spawn, then it's going to work. I'm really consistent with that. I get it in just about every run when I do all keys, but I still got like an 83 for my all keys time, so like it's pointless that I can do it. But
you got an 83 in your all keys time?
Yeah.
Man,
I need to work on that.
Man, that's yeah. I mean, it's the combat's there. It's probably just they're getting beat up a lot by the overworld. Maybe, I don't know.
A lot of it's overworld. A lot of it's just like practice. Like I really don't spend much time doing it, so I'll get on it.
Yeah, I was telling them in chat earlier, and it gives a good 12 seconds, that trick. You don't have to come back for that key, and it saves you the magic cast or whatever. It saves you from that allows you to cast jump. I
And
don't
just
know.
all the swag cred.
That's
And the-
you
and the
know, in a
blocker.
loss, that's all you can hope for.
I mean, I've done it. I've actually done it off of a MOA before, and that's really tough. It usually takes me a couple tries, but it's tough to pull off on randomizer. But sometimes the bubbles line up just right, and it has the vanilla pattern where it's slow going up instead of down. And yeah, it always feels really nice to hit that trick. I actually won a race one time because I didn't have fairy, and fairy was deep somewhere, and I ended up jumping into 5, and it happened to have a fairy block in it, and I ran into that room, and so it allowed me to place the gem there a lot earlier. But I don't know, man. You put on a really good showing. You're not out of this tournament. It's a 2 LM. So I'm not sure who your next opponent is going to be. Maybe it's Lightning?
It's most likely gonna need another match or two down in the
I
lower
think
bracket
so.
to sort that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let me.
What is it, Jackamus, and I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm pulling up the brackets now.
Same.
Okay,
Yeah,
the winner.
I was looking at it. My record against you, I think, is 3-3.
What, against me?
Against you, yeah, just you know, some of those I've been able to sneak out. I was hoping this would be one of those. You know, one of those. Maybe I can sneak this one out.
Yeah.
Looks like you'll be facing the winner of Level Engine versus JJ Schmidt. Whoever wins that will move on to
Those will be some good races
lower
to
round
watch.
2 for you.
Every race in this tournament, they're really solid matchups. I think getting out of the Swiss round was definitely what you needed to do to prove yourself in this group.
Yeah, this is
I'm
definitely.
looking at this list. It's a solid list.
Yeah, everybody is definitely some veterans. Anybody could be in the finals.
Mm-hmm. Man, but GG Buzz.
Yeah, he pulled it together, and it really looked like the kid might have hung him up a little bit, but then the palaces on the west were just a really small, easy dig, so it didn't really take him long. I'm surprised he did Valley of Death and dug P5 before he went up to P2, but I guess it was just on the way and easy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but man, the bottom of the winners bracket, Rose City Saint versus Sturwolf, and the winner of that faces Dig Shake. Those are going to be some good matches.
Yeah. And then you and Toaster, that's going to be awesome.
Yeah, that should be a pretty interesting match. Him and I, we either finish really close to each other, or he beats me really bad, or I beat him really bad. It's really weird. Like we don't race much, but I don't know. It's usually by like 1 minute or by like 15 minutes.
Yeah. Dang. Oh man. Well, appreciate you doing the comms and restreaming everything.
Hey man, we appreciate you running. It's my pleasure to do commentary for you guys. I didn't really mind. I don't have work tomorrow, and I understand how difficult it can be to get commentary for a match at midnight.
Yeah.
But I love the game, and obviously you see me up in the race channel every day looking to get one in. But it's definitely my pleasure to try to do commentary for as many matches as I possibly can, if I can,
Mm-hmm.
And
maybe I'll see you tomorrow morning.
yeah, absolutely. I'm going to be.
Quick race in.
Yeah, I'm going to be. I'm probably going to be pinging the race channel tomorrow, 10, 11 o'clock in the afternoon. So, but all right, man. Any last thoughts or final words about the seed at all, or?
It's just weird. I'm really curious to watch it back. I feel like I need to learn something from it, and I'm not really sure what the takeaway is beyond that downstab is really useful and might be worth going back and getting.
Well, that and I don't know.
I
Maybe
believe Trails mentioned earlier potentially postponing P6.
yeah, maybe keep making
Yeah.
one of your later palaces because
Yeah,
there's
that's
so many
definitely
key doors in it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I had a bracket seed one time. We did a casual race. It was like I don't know 5 or 6 of us. 4 people forfeited immediately, and one person forfeited like an hour and a half in and was like, I can't find the raft. And it started you off on an island with 1 magic container and the fairy spell and Palace 6, and there was literally nothing else. And so you had to get the magic container, get the fairy spell, and grind until like magic 4 off of like, medium XP enemies. I mean, it was brackets, so there was some mixed enemies in there, but you had to dig the boots out of P6, which were deep. I mean, like, yeah, you had to like die over and over and over again, probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 game overs in until you've mapped out, like, and it was to the point to where you'd like find this enemy, try to get the 50-50 blue jar. Like it was really, yeah, it was really
viewers
painful.
at home are gonna have to wait till the next Max Rando tourney to see those kinds of shenanigans.
Oh yeah, that's right around the corner. I mean, Max Rando, 3 months or something. Am I reading that right? 3-4 months. Max Rando tournament. February.
I'll be in on that too for sure.
Yeah, Max Rando should be fun, and especially if the new 4.0 gets added, because then there'll be random overworld, which is really cool. Sometimes it's vanilla, sometimes it's not, sometimes it's vanilla shuffled.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's gonna be absolutely ridiculous. It's gonna be completely different. Maybe even random max level cap, which would be kind of interesting too, which means like you might be stuck at attack 2
Googly
or
eyes
attack
emoji.
3. Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty excited about it, but I don't know what's going to be added to the button, but I'm very curious and excited for it. I've already messed around with the random overworld, and you check everything to be random, and then like, Death Mountain might be vanilla, where you just go through the same caves as you normally would in vanilla, and you'll end up in, where Spec Rock and Hammer Cave are. And then, you'll go into Maze Island, and it'll be completely different, or it'll be vanilla. It'll be vanilla with the shuffled tiles, or I've had Vanilla East and I've had Vanilla West, and it's kind of annoying because you need to find like the boots to get to the palace on the thing. I mean, all the items in all the palaces and towns, but the spells are shuffled. The palaces are shuffled, but they're in their actual places.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really interesting because, like, one portion will be kind of like vanilla shuffled, another one will be completely vanilla, and then like everything else will be randomized completely different, like in between. It's really weird. And Dig Shake added, shoot Dig Shake a DM, and he'll message it back to you. Put on the Discord that he would give people the beta if they hit him up. He added volcanoes and waterfalls, which is pretty cool.
Well, before we dive too deep down the down the new features in the beta build, any final thoughts on this seed that we just watched the shenanigans
I
play
have,
out?
not only do I have no final thoughts on this seed, I have no more thoughts left in my brain for the day. So,
that's problematic because
it's
it's real early in the morning for most folks. There's probably a lot of day left.
I'm Pacific time, so.
Okay, yay! Another
going to
person
sleep.
with only 50 minutes left in the day. That's why I take
thanks
the
again.
DGen hours restreams, because I'm one of the Pacific restreamers.
Yeah. Cool.
Not me. I'm a
Arrow.
DGen. I'm a straight up DGen from the East Coast. From
All
the
right, see you later,
East
Trails.
Coast. All right, man. Have a good night, man. See you tomorrow.
GG.
Yeah, GG. All right, well, thank you for doing the race stream and everything, and I'll probably end up jumping off here. GG to chat. That was a good race.
Yeah, it looks like there's still a few people lurking in the audience, so just to give y'all a heads up of what we've got coming up tomorrow, starting at 10 a.m. Eastern, and I don't know if this estimate is a joke or not, but it says 9 hours. The TMCR Ban List Punishment Race, Summer 2020. I'm not sure what is even going on with that, but some TMCR shenanigans, I believe, coming up tomorrow morning. We also have 3 different Breath of the Wild Any Percent tournament matches. We've got 3 different Winners Bracket Round 1 matches. That tournament is kicking off and popping off. We also have Link's Awakening Switch Any Percent match going on tomorrow. And we've got some more Zelda too. We have JJ Schmidt versus Level Engine coming up tomorrow night. And we also have the weekly coming up. So hopefully we'll see y'all here for some more funsies. Also at 5 minutes to midnight tomorrow, late at night, 11:55 p.m. Eastern, we have the Wind Waker Randomizer Spoiler Log Tournament Seeding Race 4. Hoping to accommodate NA West and further into the Pacific folks wanting to participate in that. If we've got any Australian or Japanese racers who are wanting to get in on that, that one is you guys' time. So hopefully we'll have some fun with that as well for the late night DGen crew.
I wish I'd played that because that's my schedule. That's my time schedule. That's usually when I wake up is midnight. I don't know. Anyways, you guys have a good night. I'm gonna get out of here.
Yep, good night, and chat. We'll see y'all later.